Hey guys, it's Tanaya. I am going to be doing a box braid tutorial on how I got these wavy box braids. They're super cute for summer, definitely, and fall. So stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoy the video. So here's the braiding hair that I'm using. It's pre-stretched in the color T27 by Free Dress. It's 3 packs, and I am using the Shine and Jam today. So I parted my hair in 4 sections. So I'm working on this first section right now, and I am beginning to make the part for my first row of box braids. I decided to make my box braid part smaller this time. I usually do a little bigger, but I loved how these came out now that they're a little bit of a smaller part. So here's my braiding hair. As you guys can see, I grab my hair and I begin to braid, and then you guys will see how I add some of the braiding hair into my hair. I just grab a little bit, which I'm about to show you in a second. I grab a little bit from one piece and I add it to the section that's just my hair. I braid down again, and then I take some hair from that other piece that I didn't grab from and add it to the section with my hair, and then I just braid all the way down after that. And it's pretty simple once you get that part down. Now, some people choose to start their braids with 3 pieces, including the braiding hair. I never learned that way. Whatever way works for you, you know, whichever way you find easier. And I do add some more of the edge control towards the ends of my hair to make sure that my hair tucks into the braid pretty nicely. Especially since I have natural hair, my hair is still like really thick at the end, so it is easy for it to poke out of the braids. Because I'm not, you know, a braider that braids 24/7 that could tuck any little piece of end into a braid. Okay, so I just do what works for me, and I am just gonna do the same thing pretty much throughout my entire head, and just continue to braid down and make sure I add some edge control towards the ends of my hair so it tucks it in. And we're just gonna braid all the way down. Now, I braid a good amount down, but I leave a lot of the ends like unfinished so that we can get that wavy look at the end. Like, so you don't want to braid all the way down so you can't braid anymore. You want to leave a decent amount of hair unbraided so you can get the wavy look. So again, I'm just parting my hair, and I'm trying to make the parts, you know, the same throughout, but it's not going to be perfect when you do your own hair. Just do the best that you can and make it look as nice and neat as you can, because it's not going to be perfect. Like, your parts aren't going to be completely perfect, and that's okay. At least for me, like when I'm braiding my hair, I'm not super hard on myself. You know, as long as the parts look all right, I don't have zigzag parts when you're supposed to be straight, I'm okay, you know. So don't be so hard on yourself, and you got this if you've been thinking about braiding your own hair. Now, this will take you a good amount of time. So it took me about 6 hours to do my box braids doing smaller parts. When I do my bigger parts, I have a couple box braid tutorial videos on my channel. When I do my usual bigger parts, it takes me about 4.5 hours. So if you are doing smaller parted braids, smaller sections, it will take you longer. And my best advice is do it in sections. Like, I decided to do the front first this time. I usually always start with the back, but do it in sections. I have music on YouTube playing all day doing these braids, which helped out a lot, and just bang it out, you know. I never do my braids in like 2 days. Like, I always get it done the day that I set aside time to get it done. So I had a day off today, so I set aside time to get this done. And here is the front of the hair. So you see how I didn't go all the way down to the bottom? You can even leave some more hair unbraided, but I have so much left to go. So I was just like, oh my God. So the back. Now, you're going to need a handheld mirror to do the back. So I have a standing mirror behind me, and then I have the handheld mirror. That's how you're going to have to do it. So if you're in the bathroom, get a handheld mirror and stand right in front of your mirror that's in your bathroom so you can actually see your parts. Now, in the back, like I said before, your parts aren't going to be perfect. Just try to get them as straight as you can. So that's all I'm doing. So don't be coming for me if my parts aren't exactly crazy straight. I just get them as straight as I possibly can. and we just braid it on up, honey, and we keep it moving. So I'm going to unclip that other section and just match the part. You don't have to have the back section in 2 sections. You could just do it in 1 section. It'll be easier. But that's just what I did for today. And we're just going to start to braid the back and get that part as straight as we can. Luckily, it came out okay. It came out decent. And we're just going to start to braid the back. And I'm just going to, speed this part up. And I will come back to you guys. Once you're done braiding your hair, you are going to put them in 2 big plaits, because this is how we're going to get the wavy look. Now, if you want your waves or crinkles to be higher, then don't braid as far down as I did. You can finish the braid a lot higher up. It's pretty much up to you, like how high up you want your waves to be. And we are going to get a pot of water ready and boiling on the stove. Mine is pretty much already ready to go. So make sure you get a decent sized pot. Doesn't have to be huge, but like a medium sized pot. Put some regular water in there, some water from the sink, and get that to a boil so you can dip your ends. And this will seal everything into place so your braids aren't unraveling. And be very, very careful, but you're gonna dip your braids. And if you don't want to do this over a stove, you can get one of those jars that boils water. It's kind of like a to-go kind of thing. You plug it up where you don't have to put it on the stove. If I could find it on Amazon, I'll link it in the description box. It could be a little safer if you don't want to deal with the stove, because your hair is going to be sizzling hot. So have a towel nearby. As you can see, the steam coming from the pot and from my braids. And don't dip it so deep in the water where you're like getting your real hair into this boiling water. So don't go crazy. Just make sure you get the ends so that you have those nice cute waves that you are about to see in a second. And then dry off your braids. It is going to be very, very hot. I even felt the hotness through the towel. So be extremely careful when first drying them off, and it cools off pretty quickly. So after I waited about maybe 20 minutes or so in that towel for my hair to dry, it's still damp, but just let it sit in that braid and let it dry for like 20 minutes or so. And I was just very careful with unraveling the ends because I didn't want to mess up the pattern or anything I was trying to do. So just take your time with the ends and unraveling those. And you're just going to take apart the braid. Pretty simple stuff, nothing new, nothing crazy, nothing hard to do. And you are going to start to see that pretty crinkly braid out pattern that we were going for. And it just came out so pretty, and you can even go like higher up with it as far as like not braiding so far down. You can even go higher up and it'll be even more pretty. So that is the look that we got. It's so cute, and I love the color of this hair. The color of this hair is amazing. Like, it's so nice. I really love it. And this is what the hair came out to be in just a middle part, and you have your cute curly ends. This kind of gives me like the vibe of people like putting the crochet free tress curly hair in. But you don't even have to do all of that. You can just, you know, braid the ends and make them cute and wavy. And it's just something different. Really, really nice for summer and fall. I think this is an all year round hairstyle, honestly. And I'm just in love with the smaller parts and in love with the color. The color is amazing. My fiance just encouraged me to try like more color in my hair and like go lighter and stuff, and I'm so glad that I did. And as you can see, you can wear your box braids in many styles. I'm sure you guys all know: half up, half down, bun on the top, the bottom half down. And with that extra waviness, it just makes it look even more cute. I'm in love with these. So I will probably do a hairstyling video, different styles you can do, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.